Okay, so yellow belt with black stripe. The first stance you need to know is an L stance. So L stance is 60% of the weight on the back leg, 40% on the front leg, and it comes from, if you move that front leg to your back leg, it makes the shape of a letter L. So making the L stance, if you start from ready position, you only have to step out with one leg and rotate the back leg. Good. So you're in an L stance. This foot is pointing towards the front, 60% on the back. If this arm is in this position here, I should be able to see the elbow. So his body is turned to the side. I get the blade of his body. I can see the elbow coming out the backside here. And as he moves forward, eye level stays the same. And as we move backwards, eye level stays the same. So you can practice this going back one more. Notice how the feet come together. And as you move forward again, good. That's the L stance. L stance. The block you need to know when testing for yellow with black stripe is a low block or a down block. And so as we step forward, we're going to do a down block. Block stops over the leg here. Other hand comes back. As we move forward again, down block. Good. One more time, down block. Good. Notice again, everything is eye level. And as we head backwards, we block and we block. Look at Sensei Kevin's shoulders here. He's basically squared off. His hips are also squared off. Inside forearm block. We see the inside forearm block in the first form, which is Chunji. And from the L stance here, as Sensei Kevin moves forward, the forearm actually whips out this way. It whips out at the very end, moving forward again, inside forearm block. It's a very traditional block, very traditional Taekwondo block. And we move back, inside forearm again, one more time, inside forearm. So notice, in this case, we're in the L stance, 60% of the weight on the back leg. The arm is in 90-degree angle and eyesight over the top. And Sensei's actually blocking with the forearm there. That's inside forearm block. Hammer fist down. Hammer fist down, reaches up high and comes down, hitting the surface with the hammer part of the hand. The hammer part is the underside of the fist. One more time. Good. And the hammer fist can be done in a number of different directions. That's what we call hammer fist down. We have a number of other hammer fists, like hammer fist to the side. Good. We have hammer fist back like this. Good. Hammer fist down. What's important in the hammer fist is to stay relaxed all the way through the motion, and then at the very end, when you're hitting the target, that's when it becomes harder than the surface that you're hitting, hard as a rock. Okay. For the kicks, yellow belt with black stripe requirement is a step-up roundhouse kick. So watch Sensei Kevin as he switches his position here. He's going to do a step-up roundhouse kick. His back leg steps up to his front. Back leg steps up to front, chambers, and roundhouse kick. Good. One more time. Step and roundhouse. Good. One more time. Step and roundhouse. Good. So with the step-up roundhouse, what we are not doing is crossing our legs in the back, and we're definitely not crossing our legs in the front. You're just stepping up. And most people step up and make kind of a T there, and then roundhouse kick. Good. One more time. Step up, roundhouse. Good. Okay. Step up side kick, same thing, from fighting position. In order to cover the distance here, if I were this close, Sensei could just chamber and kick. Good. And make good contact. But if I were a little bit further away or retreating, could do a step up side kick. Good. Covering the distance by doing the step. One more time, step up side kick. Good. Good. Very nice. The breakfall. The requirement for the breakfall is a side breakfall for this belt. We've in the past practiced the breakfall that goes straight back. This one's a breakfall to the left or the right side. Principle is the same, just you're landing on one side or the other. Good. Head stays off the ground, chin is towards the chest, legs come up. So on this case, Sensei is actually going to be a little more on his side, because sometimes we fall on our side. Sometimes we fall on our front, sometimes we fall on our side, and so on the side breakfall, good. We want our arm to be here. Good, just like that. So one more time, let's watch. We could do it standing up. Just throw your body on the side. Good. Is that your good shoulder or your bad shoulder?
My good shoulder.
Okay, good. Save the bad shoulder for later. That's the side break fall. Throw number 1, we've got in the other set of videos. We have a set of videos for throw 1, throw 2, but I'll demonstrate that very quickly. So in throw number 1, as the opponent punches, it's really important to get out of the way of the punch, and that's probably one of the most fundamental lessons in this throw. So as he punches, I'm just going to step off to the side. I'm going to stay close enough so that I can still hit him. So what we don't want to do is, as the teacher punches, that I step over here, because then I'm a little too far away. And what I'm hoping to do in this case is to throw him. So as he punches, I'm going to step this way, and then I'm going to reach up and put my hand on the back of his head, on the back of his neck, and watch my feet. My feet will come spinning around. And I'll end up just like Sensei is. And the whole idea is I'm going to change his momentum and the direction of his momentum. So lesson number 1 is to get out of the way. Lesson number 2 is you can change things by just nudging them slightly here or there. And we want to do that. Now, when I do this throw, and we'll do it now, go ahead, punch. I'm going to step here and throw. He makes it look so good. We'll step back up again. It's not about force. It's not about shoving the guy's face to the ground. Remember, I just want to take his vector, his momentum and direction, and slightly turn it in this direction. He'll lose his balance. So one more time, slow motion. As he punches, I step to the side. My arm comes up and around, and from here I throw. And watch how my arm came up and around. My arm didn't come like this, and then I shove. My arm actually the entire time stayed like this. So as he comes, my arm stays like this. I'm not changing the bend in my arm. I'm just rotating my body. My arm could almost be in a cast. It would stay the same. My body is what's changing. So that's throw number 1. So double wrist grab is where I'm going to grab 2 wrists at the same time. So in the previous self-defense, we talked about exploiting the weak spot, which is the thumb. So in this case, if I grab, circle against the thumb, and then counter. So, good. So circle out a little more. Good. One more time. Nice. And I always like to do 2 or 3 punches, because one is going to wake me up, but the second or the third one's really going to take me down. So, good. That's good. Okay. Form is Chunji. Chunji has a total of 19 movements.
Sir.
And let's watch Chunji.
Chunji, 19 movements, sir.
Begin. Good. So notice at the very end there, Sensei, when he was finished, his left foot came to his right foot. So if you take a look at this, instead of retreating and bringing his right foot back, in this form, you actually come towards, the left foot comes to the right foot. Good, in ready position.